Cristiano Ronaldo said his former club, Manchester United, must rebuild everything to compete for the biggest prizes in the football world again. He also lashed out at Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag, who's under pressure after the Red Devils' 8th place finish last season, which has been their worst position in Premier League history. They've also lost 2 of their 3 opening matches at the start of this season. Ronaldo, who had 2 spells at the Old Trafford-based club before leaving for Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr, has questioned Ten Hag's mentality. He said, and I quote, "The coach says they cannot compete to win the Premier League and Champions League. As Manchester United coach, you cannot say that you're not going to fight to win the league or Champions League. Mentally, you can say maybe we don't have that potential, but I cannot say that. You're going to try. You've got to try. I wish for Manchester United to be the best team they can. I love that club. I'm not that kind of guy that forgot the past." In his first 6-year spell at Manchester United, Ronaldo won 3 Premier League titles, the Champions League, 2 League Cups and an FA Cup, as well as the FIFA Club World Cup and Community Shield before moving to Real Madrid in 2009. He returned to the club in August 2021, and during his 2 tenures with United, he scored a total of 145 goals in 346 appearances before moving to Al Nassr in December 2022. Speaking to former United teammate Rio Ferdinand on his podcast, the Portugal forward added that there had been no evolution following former boss Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement in 2013. United have not won a Premier League title since then. Ronaldo added, "They," which meant the club owners, "need to rebuild everything, in my opinion. It's still one of the best clubs in the world, but they need to change. They understand that this is the only way. This is why they start to change again. The structure of the club, the infrastructure and everything. The owners of the club are investing in the training ground, so I'm happy because things are changing. I believe that the future will be bright. I believe, but they don't depend only on the talents. They have to rebuild from the bottom. If not, they cannot compete. It will be impossible." Meanwhile, higher spendings have also resulted in major losses in the Manchester United accounts. The club reported losses of £113.2 million, around 148 million American dollars in its latest accounts for the year ending on June 30th, 2024. The losses occurred in spite of record revenues of £661.8 million or 866 million American dollars. The Premier League club, which was subject to a partial buyout by British billionaire Jim Ratcliffe this year, said the figures were in part because of increased spending on players. The league's profit and sustainability rules allow clubs to lose a maximum of £105 million, which is 137 million American dollars over 3 years, or face sanctions. Last season, Everton and Nottingham Forest were handed points deductions for breaking those rules. Despite the losses, United said it remained in compliance with the financial rules of both the league and Europe's governing body, the Union of European Football Associations. Profit and sustainability rules are related to more than just net losses, with allowances given for spending in areas such as infrastructure. United has undergone an extensive restructuring program following Ratcliffe's investment of $1.3 billion for a 27.7% stake. New chief executive Omer Berrada was hired from Manchester City, and the storied club has implemented cost-saving initiatives that included staff redundancies of around 250 roles. United made losses of $37.5 million in 22-23 year. $151 million in 2021-22 and $120.5 million in 2020-2021. The latest figures include costs of $62.4 million, primarily related to Ratcliffe's investment. Mikel Arteta has agreed to a new contract with Arsenal to be at the Emirates Stadium until 2027. His earlier deal was scheduled to expire at the end of this season, but the club has extended the contract by 3 years. The development will come as a significant boost to Arsenal ahead of their trip to local rivals Tottenham Hotspurs on for, in fact, the North London derby, which is to take place on Sunday. Arteta has been instrumental in Gunners' rise after replacing Unai Emery as the head coach in 2019 and being promoted as the manager next year. He won the 2020 FA Cup and ensured Arsenal's rise to the 2023 Champions League after 7 years as the club ended the Premier League season in the second position behind Manchester City. Arsenal also finished second behind Manchester City in the Premier League last season. They are fourth after 3 games this season with 2 wins and a draw. In March, the 42-year-old Arteta had secured his 100th Premier League win as the manager, reaching the mark 10 games faster than the former Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger. He took only 7 matches more than Sir Alex Ferguson to cross the landmark. Arteta also led the Gunners as the captain from 2014 to 2016, having ended his on-field career at Arsenal in 2016. Arteta joined City after Guardiola and lifted 2 top-flight titles and 1 League Cup.